Why arrest Nnamdi Kanu and spare Sheikh Gumi? Bandits. Nigerian governor queries Buhari. Governor Dure of Bayelsa State has questioned why President Buhari government arrested the leader of IPOB Nnamdi Kanu and did not pick up a renowned Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Abubakar Gumi over his alleged link to bandits. The governor said this on Tuesday when he featured as a guest on Channel Television Breakfast Current Affairs program Sunrise Daily, where he noted that Gumi had become somebody no one could touch, adding that it was very unfair. Jerry said, two things I have to say first. They should give him, Nnamdi Kanu, a fair hearing so that the trial will be done in a way that everyone, especially the Igbo, will not be done in a way where everyone, especially the Igbo, will see it as oppression. Second, as we talk about IPOB, what about the boys, bandits and headsmen organizing killings in the north and in the whole country? What of Sheikh Gumi? He has become somebody no one can touch. That is very unfair. Gumi had recently warned the government against killing of bandits, insisting that the criminals were victims too. The Islamic scholar insisted that no school was safe in the northwest for now until the government negotiated with the bandits. His statement raised questions of his involvement with the bandits and why Buhari's administration had failed to summon him for questioning. Sahara reporters had on the 29th of June, reported that the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami listed the allegations against Nnamdi Kanu, saying he must continue his trial in earnest. Okay? Malami, and in text of his press conference, noted that IPOB leader, apart from jumping bail, has been accused of engaging in subversive activities that include inciting violence through television, radio, and online broadcasts against Nigeria and Nigerian states and institutions. Okay, cool. So with the issue of Sheikh Gumi, I don't know if I'm mistaken, but there was a time where he said that he's backed by the government. I'm not really sure. Was he not sent by the government to go negotiate? Because for some reason he just seems to have the contact. Yeah, with all the intelligence that they need, or they just seem like as if they went through hell and back to get, information on how to abduct Nnamdi Kanu. But I'm like, you literally have a link to bandits right under your nose, aka Sheikh Gumi, and you have not done anything. That's a little bit suspicious. It is very suspicious, but then I thought that it's not really suspicious. Why? Because we have a government that literally defended Issa Pantami. Listen, I know for Nigerians, there's certain activities that happen in which you're just like, you know what, I've lost hope, and you know what, there's nothing that can shock me anymore. For me, it was Issa Pantami. Again, the country can do even more things that you're like, oh, I never knew we could go that low, but, that's it. If they could defend someone like Issa Pantami, I Sheikh Gumi. What more do you need? What more proof do you need to understand that we are actually like finished in this country? Just saying that. That's it. So again, with Sheikh Gumi defending these bandits, it's so sad. It's so sad because all of a sudden somebody like him now has, how do I describe it? Somebody like him now has unnecessary relevancy. Like, this man is now relevant when he really should not be relevant. Like, this man's opinion when it comes to banditry is taken seriously because the government has made it so. It's the same thing with MACBAN. It's the same thing with a lot of institutions that seem to be backed by the government, and so that gives them the confidence to say certain things, and on the grounds and basis that they are protected by the government, which is, at this point, what can you do? Someone says, what most of you don't understand is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was tranquilized before taking him to Nigeria. He's a brave and strong man who has faced struggles with huge number of security agents while brooding profusely for 8 days, and they had no option than to forcefully inject him before he's kidnapped to Nigeria. How do you guys know? How do you know this? What? No Efulefu can survive torture without food or medical treatment to stop bleeding for 8 days. They called him a coward, but Britain, Kenya, and Nigeria knows he's a brave freedom fighter. I'm not really sure about this information about he was tranquilized and all that. That is a whole different conversation. But I will say that honestly, I think he has the support of his people, and he's you might dislike him or not agree with his methods and the way that he goes about certain things. However, you must not, you can't fault the man for being a very brave person, and of course, trying his best to bring his people together, assemble them, and give them what he has, the knowledge that he has, and what he believes is right for them to fight and get Biafra. And yes, he said it that he doesn't mind giving his life. So again, I think it's I think it's an honor and a privilege as Nigerians to see such bravery exist right now, right in front of us. And of course, there's so many Nigerian brave soldiers, brave, you know, brave citizens of Nigeria that we will never really know of, but then their bravery is in so many ways in which they've sacrificed their lives and their blood for the future of Nigeria, which that can be commended as well. Um, Someone says, "What a stupid comparison!" All right, I don't support Gumi in what he's doing, and I would say he needs to be seriously cautioned. But you can't compare him with Kanu in the slightest. All these so-called leaders are continually justifying evil against the other on tribal grounds, and by so doing, they are making things worse and failing in their responsibilities. This comment is a perfect description of, you can say a lot without saying anything. Because you didn't really say anything, to be honest. We're not justifying evil against one another, but you cannot spare Sheikh Gumi that is defending criminals who are evidently in the wrong and are guilty. And because he's working with the government as well, because again, he for some reason he's like the trade union for bandits in the country. He's out here trying to defend their rights, tell them what they want, negotiate with the government. So again, it's like, how can you have such close contact? We're talking about the government. You have such close contact with somebody that can literally hand you bandits like this, and you don't do anything for what? How many months? But then you put in so much energy to go get Nnamdi Kanu that hasn't done anything, because for some reason self-determination is now a problem. Because this doesn't make sense. Because the government, I don't know. We need to be smart in ways that we can understand, and also, sort of one up the government in a way where we're ahead. Because it's like, how? How? Like, how? Just sometimes it's just confusing. How? Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.